Hey Crafty Dolls, welcome back, and thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. In today's video, I wanted to share with you my xTool in one machine. It is a laser engraver and a cutter, and I really love this machine. So I just wanted to share a few projects in case you are interested in buying it or want to put it on your Christmas list this year. All right, let's jump into it. So after I have my machine all set up, I'm going to go into my xTool creative space and just open up a file. So you're just going to open it up and then click on the left corner where it says file and open up what you need to open. I already have a file called Creative Fabrica because ever since I got this machine, I realized that is the go-to to get some cut files until I start getting comfortable with making my own. So anyways, I'm just going to keep opening these files because I am doing kind of a shadow box layering kind of project for the first two. So once I have that on my space, then I am going to resize them. And if you're familiar with Cricut Design Space, this is very, very similar. So at the top, I'm just going to resize it. So I'm going to unclick that lock and then put my own dimensions in there, just making sure that I'm resizing it to the way that I want, and then I can move it however I want. The next thing I'm going to do is click on all of these squares to make sure that they are going to be cut out. So right now they are on there as score, and it's pretty much color coded. So if it's scoring, then it is going to be like a red orangish color. If it's scoring, it's going to be a purple or dark purple. And then if it's cut, it's just going to, I think it turns blue or just black, depending on how the file is saved. Anyways, once I make sure that they are all going to cut out, I'm also going to go to that right column and choose my material and thickness. So once I'm going to choose my material, which is 3mm plywood, it's automatically going to have my thickness there. It just auto, measures it. Sorry. And then at the underneath that it says height raise. I'm using triangular prisms. I just leave those in my machine all the time because I'm always going to have a project that's going to be raised. And then once that's done, I'm going to click connect device because I usually just like to work in this without my xTool in one machine plugged up or on. So once I'm done designing in here, I turn that on. I just click connect device and then click the machine that I have in one and then click refresh, and then it will go ahead and take a picture on the inside of this machine. I really love that feature. It has a camera and it gives you real-time look of what it is you will be cutting, engraving, or scoring on. So after I have that picture on there, I just move my pieces and resize them the way I want, because sometimes when you have it one size and you put your wood piece in here or whatever material you have, it's actually not going to fit on there all the way. And I wanted to use the least amount of wood possible. So I just had a wood round that I tossed in there. So once I was done with that, then I click on process at the bottom left column. And then that brings me to another page, and I click start, and then I have to press the button onto the actual machine, and then it's a blue flashing button. Press that, and then it just starts to cut away. This project took just a little bit over 35 minutes for it to cut, but look at how nice this looks. I get so excited when this machine cuts these items out. I cannot wait to start creating my own items, like to give away or sell, or really just like give away and like gift people. So yeah, but anyways, once I had everything to my craft table, I was ready to assemble everything, and I just wiped this down, all my pieces down with the baby wipe, because after it gets cut, it has like the soot on it and dust and particles, so just kind of wipe it down a bit. And then I realized I can actually make two of these little shadow boxes because I cut everything and I didn't do any engraving or scoring. I could make two out of these, and I was super excited about that. So these are going to go in some tiered trays around my house. So I really loved it. So then once I had my little words, my pieces for my word boo, I used some super glue gel to put that down onto that bubble look for where the word goes. And then to attach the layers on top of each other, I used some more super glue gel and just kept that close together and used some clips that I got from the Dollar Tree. And then I am going to go to the fun part, and that's painting and yes, coloring everything. I use some paint, some white chalk paint for the larger areas, but for these projects I'm mostly using my paint markers or paint pens that I have. I get mine from Amazon, but I really am looking to use some better quality ones, I guess you would say. These ones from Amazon are not bad, but I really would love to use like something from Arteza, or probably go to Walmart and get something just a little bit better, because I had to go over it with my paint pens a couple of times, especially the white. But yeah, that's it for this one. I really love how it turned out, and I think these are so adorable for tier trays. The next project, I did exactly the same. I went to my Creative Fabrica folder, placed the images onto my creative space, and then just resized everything to the pieces of wood that I had in my M1 machine. I selected engrave on the first one and then cut on the other ones because I wanted to see how it would look and what I could do with it. Once I had the image then it was ready to cut, so I just clicked start and then pressed the button on my machine. I had some little issues with it, but I fixed it. But this is how it's looking when it's cutting out. I'm starting to realize that I don't really need to cut out everything, especially for these layered projects. It's just, I'm still in my trial and error phase, so bear with me. But this is what it looks like when it is engraved. I mean, when it's scored on here. Engraving is a little bit darker. So this is what you can do scoring when you have a piece that you need to put on top, like that you need to outline so that you know where it's going to go when you cut out a piece. But I'll show you that later on, not in this video, but another video. So here what I'm doing is I'm really just trying to put all of my pieces in place on the scored like wood piece, and I realized this is just not working. It's looking crazy, so let me just take these pieces out and just use what I can. So I finally took out all the pieces that I needed, and I just painted the back sign white using some white chalk paint, and then I used my paint markers again to paint my cat, my pumpkins, my bats, and my stars. And I just used white, black, and orange, and I think it came out so cute. I had to cut some pieces off and finagle some pieces here or there, but it turned out really nice in the end. I love the 3D effect to it, and I think it's just adorable. I wasted a lot of wood, but it's really cute. The last DIY is a little bit different, so I'm going to do two projects. So what I'm going to do is go to the left column and click on shape. I'm going to select the circle shape, and then I'm going to resize that to 6 width and 6 height. Then I'm going to go back to the left column, click on text, and I am going to select the font that I want. It's called Brevane, I think. Oh no, I chose California. That's right. I chose California for my font. Then I go to the text in the right corner, well, kind of right corner, and I just change my word to how. Then I'm going to resize that. I'm going to copy it, and then I am going to do another word that says sweet. So it'll be how, sweet how, and then I'm going to weld it. Welding it helps me not get any overlay for on my letters. Then I'm going to go to the top right where it says outline, and I'm going to do my offset distance in inches. So I was playing around with this first, but I realized that I didn't need to put any numbers in. I just needed to remove my space bar over as much as I wanted to, and then that would work out. My eyes were happy with the way that looked. Then I clicked on the how word in the center, went over to the right column and clicked engrave, so that way it makes it that dark blue color. Then I clicked on the outline and made that cut. This way, this is how it is going to look. Then I select it all and I group it. So now my word how, both of my words how and my sweet word are going to be cut out and engrave on this one piece right here. Then I'm going to line them up the way that I want them lined up. Once I'm happy with the look of it, I'm going to select all three words together, and I'm also going to group those. The group and ungroup is at the top column, and once I have that group together, then it will move as one unit, and then I am going to put that into the middle of the circle. I have to resize it because it doesn't fit in that circle, which is all right, but this is where I want my how sweet how phrase to be. It's not going to cut in this circle. It'll be separate. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take another text, and then I am going to type in Boo Crew, and then I am going to stack them on top of each other the way that I want. And then there's always a little like icon to the left of or the right of the word that allows me to curve it. So I curve the boo down and I curve the crew up. And then what I'm going to do is select them and then group them together. Then go to outline and outline it the way that I want. Select the boo and the crew word so that I get that to engrave. And then the outline, I'm going to select cut. Now, I know it's a lot of steps, but I hope I'm doing it slow enough for you and enough times for you to see it and understand it, I suppose. So that's what I'm doing, and this is how it's all going to cut out. So once I have that group together and resize it the way that I want, I kind of want to make this a keychain. So I probably could have did a larger outline on it, but that's pretty much it. I'll probably end up just tossing this in a tier tray as well. After I was done with that, then I'm going to just click process, and then it's going to cut out the way that I have cut out and engrave the way that I have it set in my creative space. And I really just love sitting here watching this do what it's supposed to and cut it out. It's so fun to watch and pick up these pieces. So yeah, but this is how it looks. I think it turned out so cute. It's adorable. And all of these are really, really pretty. Alright, Crafty Dolls, that's all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and also a big thank you to xTool for partnering with me on this video yet again. I really appreciate them sending me this machine so I can try it out and show you all in case you are even more interested in it. Alright, Crafty Dolls, be blessed, stay safe, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye!